Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Atchison at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Today is the Totally Techniques blog hop, and I love doing this blog hop every month. We have a demonstrator from each country that Stampin' Up! Is in throughout the world. So you're going to go on a global blog hop with me at the end of my video. Today we're focusing on stencils and masks, so you're going to get a whole bunch of ideas using these products or techniques in your card making. Let's flip the camera around and get started, and I'll show you what I made. I decided today that I was going to do a little stenciling for the Totally Techniques blog hop. And I've got the basic pattern decorative masks. Let's see if we can say that 3 times really fast. Basic pattern decorative masks. Once is enough, right? So we've got this really cool tree stencil. Also this image, which is, I don't know, kind of like some leafy things maybe. I'm not quite sure what it's called. Then we have a filigree mask. This is for some very elegant cards, and a bunch of polka dots. So you can use a whole bunch of different mediums with these masks. And as you can see, there's some glitter looking substance on here. This was our glittery embossing paste. And I also used it with this one. Today we're going to use ink, and I've got some tips on using these masks. So first of all, I am going to just bring in some tape, and I'm going to tape my mask down to my piercing mat. I like to use this to stamp on. I've just got it covered with some printer weight paper. So I've taped it right on here, and this is just going to help hold it in place. Now I'm going to bring in my cardstock layers, and I've got a layer of smoky slate here. This is a very light gray color, and this piece is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and I'm just going to slip this under my mask. Now this just helps me hold it in place, and what I want to do with this, because this is like a forest of trees, is I'm going to have my cardstock stop just a little bit before the end of my mask, because I don't want my tree trunks, the bottom, to end up looking like they're floating in the air. That's a whole different kind of technique. Witchcraft, maybe? I don't know. So I've got some basic gray ink here, which is a little darker than the smoky slate cardstock, and I'm using one of our Stampin' sponges. And I'm just going to come in here, and I'm very lightly sponging color onto the stencil, and this makes for a really quick and easy card front layer. Now my idea for my cards today is due to necessity. I need some masculine get well cards, and I always like to have those on hand for the men in my life, whether it's, you know, one of my family members or a friend or maybe a neighbor that might need a get well card. So I am making several different colors of get well cards for men today. So you can see I've just sponged this all over the place. It's just as simple as that. We're going to pull this out of here, and look at how spectacular, quick and easy that is, right? So once you get your stenciling done, it's all about the decorating now. So I'm going to move this out of my way and bring in the rest of my cardstock. I'm using Pretty Peacock for this particular card. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and you can always find still photos, a complete ingredient list, and shopping list, as well as all the dimensions for the cards that I show you on my blog. Now we've got 3 3/4 by 5. This is basic black, and I am going to use my liquid glue, and I'm going to add my layer right to this, and that black is really going to make the gray stenciled layer pop nicely, and that's the look that I was going for. Then we have our glittered organdy ribbon. This is a great ribbon to use with masculine cards. It's got just a little bit of bling in it with the polka dots of silver, but it's not so much bling that it's girly, because I definitely do not want to be giving girly looking cards to the men in my life. They might get sicker. Just kidding. Nobody's getting sicker. Okay, so I've just taped this piece of the glittered ribbon on the back there. I am going to add this to my card front. And obviously this is just a little plain. So we're going to add a sentiment to the front. We don't want to do too much to a masculine card. I want to keep these quick and simple. So I've got a scrap of Whisper White, and I decided to bring in my Healing Hugs stamp set. And you're going, Kelly, that's really girly with the flowers and all the things in here. But we're going to use it for a masculine card, so don't worry. It's not going to get girly. I'm going to take my Get Well Soon. I'm going to stamp that right on my scrap of Whisper White. And then I'm going to bring in the Stitch So Sweetly dies. This is a fabulous set of dies, and I love this one. So I'm going to add this to my sentiment. I'm going to run over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've renamed this. One of our demonstrator support people at Stampin' Up named her embossing machine the Big Boss. So that's what I'm going to call mine too, because it's a lot shorter than Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That's a mouthful. So I'm going to head over to the Big Boss and I'll be right back. And here comes that die cut image. Nothing girly about this. I'm using up all the edges from my dimensionals. I ran out of my regular size dimensionals, so kind of getting rid of all the edges. Don't throw those away because they work just fine. Here comes our Get Well Soon. And I'm just going to center that right over my ribbon. And then I've got a Whisper White layer for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp that with my Wishing You a Quick and Complete Recovery. Now this could go for a hospital stay. This could go for if somebody is sick. So I think I've covered all my bases here. And then I've got the leaves. Kind of goes along with the theme on the front with the trees. Look at how beautiful those are. This is our distinctive stamps, and it really looks real. I use basic gray for the leaves and Memento Tuxedo Black for the sentiment. We're going to put this on the inside. And did I say quick and easy? I did say quick and easy. How quick and easy is that? Yeah. So I've got some other colors to share with you. You can tell me which one you like the best. Here is Mary Merlot. So remember, this is Pretty Peacock with Smoky Slate. This is Mary Merlot. Everything else is the same. I've got the inside stamped up the same. This is Just Jade. And then I've got Misty Moonlight. And I thought these were all perfect masculine colors from masculine cards. So again, this is the basic pattern decorative masks. These are available in my online store. Oh, I wanted to do one more thing, you guys. I didn't do this to any of these cards, but I'm going to grab a scrap of paper just to help cover up my area. So earlier tonight, I was working on my online class videos for my November online class, and I was using the Champagne Shimmer Mist in a Stampin' Spritzer. So I thought, ooh, that would be kind of cool on these cards, I think. So what this is this is filled about 2/3 with rubbing alcohol. And then I shake this up. We have this in Frost White or Champagne. And you shake this up and you pour just a dollop of it in here and then shake up your spritzer really well. Now, you're gonna take this, and I like to kind of practice. Make sure I'm getting a nice fine mist to start with. And then I'm going to just take this scrap and I'm gonna mist my card. And I know this is really hard to see in the camera, but trust me when I tell you, there is glimmer all over this card. It's not girly glimmer for our masculine card. It's just really cool looking. And I thought that would be kind of neat to do that to all of these cards, is just add a little bit of glimmer to them. This is another really cool technique that's fun to do with like your Christmas cards. There we go. And this dries really quickly because it's rubbing alcohol. What do you guys think? I hope you can, I'm not sure if you can really see that in the camera, but it's pretty cool. Anyways, champagne shimmer mist, or champagne mist shimmer paint in our spritzer. We sell these also. You get 2 in a pack for like $3 or $4. They're really nice because it's a very fine mist. And there is my stenciling technique for the Totally Techniques blog hop. Now, Healing Hugs was the stamp set that I chose. I love the fonts in here and the realistic looking leaves. This flower is also beautiful when you stamp it. If you would like to order any of these products that I've shown you today and you're in the United States, you can head right over to my blog right here. You're going to click right up here to head over to my blog. There's a link that's going to pop up. And you can join me on the Totally Techniques blog hop, where we are featuring masking and stenciling today from demonstrators all over the globe. If you do place an order and your order's under $150, please use this host code. If it's over $150, don't use the code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up, and I definitely want you to have those. You can click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss anything I have coming out. And I just want to thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. Bye-bye.